A 4-year-old boy and 2 women have been rescued by police after they became trapped in floodwaters in regional NSW. NSW Police was called to the flooded causeway along Lyons Road, Bingleburra, west of Dungog, following reports of 3 people trapped in a vehicle about 9:30 a.m. on Thursday. Boy rescued from car trapped in floodwaters. A senior constable found the group trapped in their car that was submerged in water that had risen up to its windows and was about 5 meters from dry land. Tied to a rope, he braved the floodwaters to pull a 4-year-old boy through the car window with the help of a woman who was holding onto the outside of the car. The boy was taken to safety before the officer went back to help the 51-year-old woman, whose foot was trapped under a rock, and take her to dry land. He then went back to rescue a 44-year-old woman still inside the car. Remarkably, the trio was uninjured and was treated at the scene for shock by NSW ambulance paramedics. Start of a very long season. While a brave effort, police said the rescue served as a reminder to not drive through floodwaters. If it's flooded, forget it, NSW Police said. Members of the public are advised to avoid all non-essential travel, stay informed and be ready to respond to any evacuation orders. NSW conducted 49 flood rescues and received 543 requests on Thursday as heavy rains lashed much of the state. Severe weather threatening inland NSW marks the start of a very long season as the state faces a 3rd consecutive La Nina, Emergency Services Minister Steph Cook says. We're facing challenges on multiple fronts with prolonged flooding through the west and northwest, Cook said on Thursday. Flood-weary communities face days of uncertainty as the dangerous conditions tracked coastward, Cook said. We're at the start of a very long season, we expect. This is the 3rd consecutive La Nina that has been declared by the Bureau of Meteorology, and as we have seen all year, our catchments, our landscapes are highly saturated. The cloud band that dumped rain across large parts of inland NSW this week was settling across the state's north coast, Bureau of Meteorology Hazard Preparedness and Response Manager Jane Golding said. Parts of the north were hit with 100 millimeters of rain the past 24 to 36 hours, and further falls and thunderstorms were likely on Friday and Saturday, she said. Some of the north coast would see totals of more than 100 millimeters and isolated bullseye areas even more. Where those bullseyes are in particular, that's going to be where we see some significant flash flooding issues, she said with Op.